Good morning, students. Today we will do a chapter number 10, Air and Water. First, we will cover a topic air in this chapter. As we know that air is present all around us, we cannot see air, but we can feel it when it moves. So, all living thing need air to breathe, as we know, and air is a mixture of several gases, isn't it? And air forms a layer around Earth. This layer is called the Earth's atmosphere. Basically, what is atmosphere? The atmosphere is an envelope of air around the Earth. Okay, so atmosphere is very important for the survival of life on the Earth. Let us learn how. So first, the atmosphere, as we know that it is very much important for the existence and the continuation of life on the earth. So first, air atmosphere always support life on the earth with its oxygen content that are present in the air. That is basic need of living thing. And the second one, it also contain carbon dioxide, which plant use to make food by the process of photosynthesis. And third one is it protects the earth from the harsh heat of the sun. At night, it retain heat and prevent the earth from getting freezing cold, isn't it? And the fourth point is the main point, that earth, the atmosphere, the atmosphere is also help us to protect us from the harmful radiation that is emitted by the sun, that is called ultraviolet radiations. It prevents them from reaching the earth's surface. These rays are very much harmful for us, as they create some skin cancer and the skin problems. And it also prevent the meteorites from hitting the earth's surface. So today we will learn about the different layers of an atmosphere. As we know that the atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. The first one is troposphere, second one is your stratosphere, the third one is your mesosphere, and fourth one is your thermosphere, and fifth one is your exosphere. So first we will take troposphere. Troposphere, it is the nearest layer just above the earth's surface, and it extends from 0 kilometer to 15 kilometers. So all the weather changes occur in this layer, and air pressure is the highest at this layer. And this layer contains 99% of Earth's water vapor, and all the weather changes takes place in this layer, and that means all the cloud formations are occur in this layer. And it contains about, as we know that 80% of total air in the atmosphere. Now the second layer, we will talk about the stratosphere. It is just above the troposphere. It extends from 15 kilometer to 50 kilometer. All the jet planes are always fly in this layer. There is no cloud formation in this layer. And the protective layer, that is called ozone layer, is present in it, in the stratosphere, that protect us from the ultraviolet radiation that is emitted by the sun. And now the third one is mesosphere. It is the third layer of an atmosphere. It extends from 50 kilometers to 80 kilometers above the surface of the earth. Meteors or the shooting star burn up at this layer. So first, when we talk about the meteorites, so atmosphere, this layer, that means here this mesosphere, the meteors are the small rocks that move around in the space. Most of these meteors burn in this layer before they can reach the surface of the earth. Hence, they do not reach the earth's surface, as they all are burned up in this layer. And in this way, the earth's surface is always safe. And the fourth one is the thermosphere. It is the next layer just above the mesosphere, that is thermosphere. And this layer extends from 80 kilometers to 500 kilometers above the surface of the earth. Shimmering of curtains, lightning happens here, means auroras. and this is the hottest layer of the atmosphere. All the space shuttles orbit at this layer. Now the fifth one is your exosphere. It is the outermost layer of the atmosphere. From here the atmosphere merges into the outer space, and there is no air present in this space. Most of the Earth satellite orbit over here. It is considered as a outer space, and here the pressure is very much low. Sorry. Now we will talk about the composition of air. As we know that air is a mixture of gases, the two main components of air are nitrogen and oxygen. And in addition to this, air also contains small quantities of carbon dioxide, water vapors, and the traces of other gases. And the most abundant gas in the atmosphere is nitrogen, that is about 78%. Oxygen is about 21%, and carbon dioxide is about 0.03%, and other gases that includes helium, neon, hydrogen, argon, ozone, water vapor, and many more gases, that is 0.97%. So we can we take only oxygen, not nitrogen, as nitrogen is not directly taken by the living organism. So this is all about this today.